So I really wanted to feature this video. I haven't watched it yet. It was released 12 hours ago by a man called Barbuck, which I have absolutely no idea who he is. He's not my mod or anything like that. It's completely fine. And I think he made this video in a fit of rage. I kind of want to see that. It's about the Guild Wars 3 being generic DEI slop.
Guild Wars 3 was announced and it looks fucking awful. Like, what is
Oh
this
damn,
shit?
starting with the F-bomb.
Broccoli had typical high god Unreal Engine 5 looking bullshit. What the fuck is this? What are they thinking? Why is every company hijacked by the same people who have to ruin everything? Who have to...
Because they want to put themselves on a pedestal and it's all about optics. They want to see as the hero and every single thing they do is for the sake of virtue signaling. That's it. That's it. That's the entire DEI quota, the entire we gotta make an event that relates to Rainbow and all of that stuff. But whenever it comes to do it in a country that is from the East, they will never do it. Why? Because it would literally take their game down to the ground. So it's the hypocrisy that gets me most of all, right? You shove this down our throats, but you won't do it in other places. Like, yeah, well done. Well done.
Ruin gaming, who have to ruin our communities and our franchise. Like, look at this shit. None of the original ArenaNet founders are even in the company anymore. So it makes sense why they would release this shit. We've seen where the story has, like, gone in Guild Wars recently. We've seen just how much DEI nonsense has infected the game over the years. But to go this far, to release a trailer that looks like it's fucking high god, high fantasy art, when the...
What was the first thing I said when I watched this trailer for the first time without knowing it's Guild Wars 3? I said High Guard 2. And if you go to the comments on the real live Game Awards video, you'd see everyone wrote the same thing. And there's a reason for that. It's literally looking like High Guard 2.
The entire charm of Guild Wars 1 and 2 was its unique, painterly, grounded medieval art style. You're giving us a broccoli hat and some androgynous slash woman slash man with the fattest jawline.
Okay, to be fair, I think that's kind of being weird. I'm not gonna lie, because you can't really see her. You can't really see her. So I wouldn't call that point. But the other one, straight up, even though I really don't care, it's usually the usual suspects, right? Whenever you see something like this, it's pattern recognition. You just see that and you know it's going to be DEI woke slop by the Rainbow Mafia, such as Avowed, Dragon Age the Slop Guard, Concord, etc., right? And I'm not going to count all the millennial slop like mixtape we had. So, believe me, whenever I see this, I'm on the tip of my toes, and they should be, because this is indicative of a much larger issue. This is another dot on a line, and whenever you you cross a line through all of these dots, you get the exact same results.
On Earth.
It's a
what
bingo.
Are these ugly characters? Why is every company being hijacked by these people? And what is this purple pink shit? Guild Wars 3 and it looks like a Mesmer shit on it. Like, what is happening with the gaming industry, man? I just wanna, like,
No, it's not going to be labeled DEI because of a symbol, like a single guy with, like, broccoli haircut. It's the fact that it's being there with all the rainbow shenaniganry, and it's supposed to be 1,000 years in the past. That's the problem. But you see, you can't put modern, on-God, for real characters inside of a game that happened in the past. If this was like modern slop, sure, like whatever, like it makes sense. But you can't make it like now. It doesn't fit historically. And that's what, you know, takes you out of the fantasy land and completely breaks the immersion. It's for the sake of modernity, how you say that? Just for the sake of modern stuff being implemented into this game that I do not like.
I know I'm molding here, but like, am I crazy to think that this is ugly in every sense of the word? I just want to show like a couple zoomed in shots here. This is exactly what we've been getting with High Guard, Conquered, and all these other games. Everything looks weird. Every character looks...
And also, by the way, this is like one of the most racist shit I've seen in my life. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, why every single black character has to look like this? Right, you know they have plenty of haircuts, right? Like, you could have made them way cooler. Like, why do you always make them the same? Do you think, like, all black people are the same? That's the craziest part to me, because I've been around a lot, and they look completely different, but for some reason, all of these big companies think they all look the same, which is disgusting. I want diversity, but you clearly are so incompetent you can't even realize that what you're doing is homogenizing a certain group. That is absolutely revolting. I'm actually really mad about that.
Ugly. What are these characters? Who's this made for? I know the Guild Wars 2 audience is already, again, like super... I mean, look at their social media. It's all pride flags and shit. Look at the Reddit. It's full of these people
Really?
who are just so...
Wait, Reddit are filled with these people? Okay, let's check this. Let's do a live check. I have World of Warcraft Reddit open. Wait, let's see. Oh, Guild Wars 2? Right. Oh, shit. Whoa! Okay, starting off strong. Wait, they do have the rainbow. You're right. You're right. Okay, that's crazy. Already. Let's see. Anyone else with a rainbow here? No, I don't really see anyone. I don't really see any rainbows. Maybe I need to delve like a little bit too deep into that, but they sure have. Maybe you need to go like into the Oh wait, nope. Catmander in Chief. What? Okay. That's an interesting one. Wait, let's see this discussion. Okay, announcement trailer. Let's see how many people with rainbows. Okay, to be fair, we only found 2. And one of them was Guild Wars itself. So I don't see that many people. Maybe you just need to literally just read all of that, but I don't have time for this, right? I'm not gonna go over the entire Discord or Reddit threads or whatever. So I can't really vouch for that, but I guess, sure. Like, that was kind of funny. I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt. I want to be fair. But it is what it is, right? I want to be fair.
Into the activism that they cannot take the...
They hijacked the entire sub. It's been like that for years. There is constant gay fan art on that Reddit. Really? Okay. Like, if you say so, listen. I haven't seen anything. I can't vouch for that. I need to do like a Reddit deep dive to confirm that. But if you're saying that, yeah, I'll check. But for now, it's like it is what it is.
The opinion of somebody who doesn't like it being injected into every aspect of life. It's just so crazy. Why can we not have our franchises, the franchises we grew up with, be untouched? Be just developed and just made better. Instead, we have some broccoli hat on a... I don't know what that is.
Man, you were really mad about that.
Is that a jackal? Is that just some weird fauna beast that is like... Again, this looks like Shadowlands. Who are these people? Who's making these games? This feels like the shit you see on...
The same group of people that have been kicked out from other companies. The same group of people. It's literally, if you go and you watch the guy Portfolio who worked on Concord, you'd see he worked in plenty of other games, including Highguard. Most of the Concord people actually went to work on Highguard. And there's a reason for that, because these people are constantly being cycled to ruin big companies. They just go and they ruin your favorite franchises, or they make up really bad games for good companies or companies that used to be good, and they completely butcher them. Right? Like the Sweet Baby Inc. stuff and all of that garbage. That's what they do.
The Discord in the art channel. I don't even know what to call it anymore. Like, it's just so weird, man. And we keep getting these games over and over and over. And it's not like, again, if it's Conquered or whatever, at least they're making new franchises that are just bad. But this is a franchise that exists. This is a franchise where the developers probably were bullied out of it. And somehow their publisher approved this. Isn't this a Korean company?
How does it feel, you losers? How does it feel to have your favorite MMO ruined by the same people that ruined my favorite MMO? I want to know, like, tell me how do you feel? And go into an extensive detail. I really want to know how it feels to have your favorite MMO being ruined in front of you, like happened to me with World of Warcraft. You guys laughed at me for being a degenerate WoW player. How do you feel now? How do you feel? This is an act of vengeance. Yeah, I don't know yet. I haven't played Guild Wars 3. Don't worry. You won't have to. I already know it's not going to be that good. At least you have Guild Wars 2. It's also tiresome, which is why I barely play games anymore. I understand that. I feel violated. Understandably so. You should.
Who approved this? And I know this is just the first trailer, but I mean, everybody can already see what this is. I didn't record it, but during the stream, everybody instantly pointed out this looks like Highguard. This is uninspired Unreal Engine 5 slop. And it's just so tiring to see what's happening with these games. This game will probably be the next thing where it's like, oh, look at this, ha ha ha, a bunch of idiots supporting this company. Guild Wars 2, I think, is still one of the few good remaining MMOs. Even though they butchered the story with the later expansions, the gameplay was still solid. But even if the gameplay is solid here, this is uninspired Unreal Engine shit. It just looks like an asset flip. Why would you trade your art style? I don't get it.
We had plenty of games with good gameplay that failed. Highguard had very, very good gameplay. It was buttery smooth. I played that. Like, it was buttery smooth. It ran great. The abilities were fun. It was just uninspiring. That's why these games failed. Also, Concord. Like, Concord had some great gameplay. I've never played Concord, but I've watched the gameplay, and it had some really good gameplay. In terms of, like, simply looking at the mechanical aspect of the game, it moved really well, and it looked really good. It's just the uninspiring and labubu millennial design that made the game crumble. On a technical level, it ran pretty well.
It's such a shame, man. Oh, sorry, I just needed to rant about it. Because I feel like every Guild Wars YouTuber, every single YouTuber, be it like the typical, I don't want to say, we know, all the big ones, they're all just gonna suck this up. They're all gonna make their little reactions to this trailers, and it's all gonna be like, oh my god, look at this. This is so cute. This is so cozy. Oh my god, this is so amazing. Oh, look at how cute this is. Oh, I can't wait for more.
Bruh.
Oh, I love you, Big Boss ArenaNet. Please
No.
let me be a partner for this game as well. Free gems, please, ArenaNet. It's just so tired.
It was actually worse than that. Can you imagine? I watched last night every single reaction from a big Guild Wars 2 content creator because I thought it would be funny to see if anyone criticized it. People literally shed tears over that. Over a 30-second teaser. People cried. It was all completely blown out of proportion. It was overreaction, and I refuse to believe it was real. If this was semi-real, all of these people need to be checked for incapability of emotional regulation. No way you actually respond this way to a 30-second teaser. I'm sorry. It may sound too harsh. It may sound like I'm a hater. I love all of these content creators. They're great. They're awesome. No way they cried for that. I'm sorry. No way. No way.
Man, I'm sick of it. I just want the one franchise that I play to stay untouched. To just stay what it is, to its root. And it doesn't even have, again, I was satisfied with Guild Wars 2 because it played amazingly. The animations are great. The sound design is great. But at the same time, the voice acting has degraded. The weird activism and politics have been slowly injected into it. The story has been Disneyfied and ruined, just like World of Warcraft. And with this Guild Wars 3 announcement, now it looks like they're just fully going the full DEI game, high garden bullshit Unreal Engine route. If you're gonna make an Unreal Engine project, make it look good. Stop doing these weird, like, anti-aliasing graphical, like, it's full of blur and everything is, like, not focused. Can we get focused games back? Games that have clear edges, that look beautiful and sharp? What the fuck is this? If the final product even looks remotely like this, it's gonna be awful. I'm just so sick of it. I'm so sick of everybody.
It doesn't look bad. It just, again, very, very uninspiring. We've seen thousands of people that were cursed by the Unreal Engine effect, right? It just looked like an Unreal Engine game. It's not bad. It's just boring.
Pretending this isn't
it completely lost its flavor.
I'm so sick of especially the creators who should be fighting back against this because this is their franchise. This is not just ArenaNet's franchise. It's the players who paid for this to exist. We funded this shit. Be it with the expansion purchases, be it with our gem store purchases. Yeah. We funded it, and I'm sick.
And that's why you should stop playing the game when Guild Wars 3 comes out. That's exactly why you should stop. Listen, I understand this is your favorite MMO, right? It's very difficult to quit. I can't quit World of Warcraft either. I quit retail, but I play Classic because Classic is literally the best game ever came to, like, humanity. But me playing Classic funds retail, and that's really, really bad. So I do understand where you guys are coming from, but if you can, avoid supporting this game. Like, don't buy any gems, don't give them any more money, buy the base expansion, play it, enjoy it, do whatever you want, and that's it.
That every franchise is going down this route, and that the only way these people against us argue is by just calling us names. It's just so boring. Again, this is the first trailer. I don't think it will get better. That's why I'm making this video. I think it will get worse. I think the more stuff of this releases, the more it will just be evident of what it's going to be. Maybe I'm wrong, and I hope I'm wrong. But
no, you're not. It's going to be way, way worse, and let me tell you why. Because nobody cared about Guild Wars 2, but everyone is going to care about Guild Wars 3. Because every big streamer is going to milk this for content, myself included, by the way. I'm not a big streamer, but I am going to milk this for content because, you know, it is what it is, right? We're gonna do every single MMO coverage imaginable because I'm the WoW guy. I have to cover this stuff. So yeah, you're gonna see every big streamer cover this, and this is going to get serious bad reputation. Very, very bad reputation. You're gonna have Asmongold on this, you're gonna have everyone else on this, and you already know it.
seeing where gaming is headed, I don't think I am. And I'm sick of pretending this isn't an issue.
Wait, what? Won't that kill the game that you like, though? Retail WoW is already dead to me. It's a husk. It's not, I want retail to die. I want retail World of Warcraft to disappear. That's exactly what I plan to do. That's why I'm pushing so hard against this.
I'm sick of pretending.
Classic? I don't care. It's a double-edged sword, but if it'll die with retail, I'll take that. That's a W.
That I don't hate. I hate these people. They went to our space, they bullied out the people who made the games great, they took over the franchise, and then they ruined it. That's what it is, and I'm sick and tired of pretending it's not. Anyway, I'm really fuming now. It sucks so much to me because this is not the first franchise where it happened. It's not the second franchise where it happened, nor is it the third franchise where it happened. Every single series I enjoyed at one point or another has been either censored, re-released and censored, made a new version of which was worse and censored
WoW.
and activism infected.
Yikes.
I can go on and on.
Damn, look how cool Lady Menendrin looks in this trailer. She used to be like giga hot, like now it's not the case. And Simplamar, he's already here in the corner, great. Very, very cool. Thank you, Barbuck, for reminding me how they butchered my favorite MMO of all times. Thank you. Thank you so much for reminding me that the story that once inspired me to actually go to the gym and do all of this crazy stuff is completely butchered and destroyed. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Be it the weird Oblivion censorship in the remaster, be it the weird Gothic 1 remaster censorship, be it World of Warcraft with their weird story of all these weirdos. Who writes the story? These are not relatable characters. Nobody would have written this of the original team. And these guys didn't just quit because suddenly they felt like they didn't want to make content anymore. They didn't want to work on their favorite franchise anymore. Because these developers were passionate about their games. But they didn't just quit. Jeff Kaplan is a great example. This man was told to select either quit the company or fire a bunch of people who you know are passionate about their work and who are
that
doing
was
a really
crazy.
damn good job.
We watched
because
that.
they have to earn a specific amount, or you have to earn the company a specific amount, or else they get fired. Whoever is in charge of these companies, whoever is in charge of these decisions, they are the problem. They are the ones hiring the people who are incompetent because they fill a certain quota. They are the people who are pressuring existing developers. They are the one enabling the HR culture that gets all these people out. And once and for all, if you just think about it in the most broadest of terms, the moment gaming became extremely corporate and all these companies wanted to have a bite of it was the moment it went fucking shit. I just want a good game. I just want a franchise that I don't have to be a refugee of. I don't want to jump from game to game just because the new expansion or the new title is just gonna be infested with more activism and more real life politics. I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah, but they want to inflict that shit on you. They want you to be submissive. They want to take you down. Again, it was never about equality. It's about being inferior to them. It was always the case. That's why every single company that speaks about this issue is looking down on you. And they're trying to dismiss you as hater, as like a bigot, as all of these horrible words that you're obviously not. They're trying to dismiss you as a hater. And the reason they do that is to portray themselves and to put themselves on a higher moral pedestal. It is very well known fact they're trying to psyop you into thinking that you're in the wrong and you should join their side. They are the light, you're the darkness, and you don't know what you're talking about. And you should never, never, ever capitulate to these clowns' demands. You should always put them on the spot the way I put them on the spot whenever they come to my stream. I don't even ban them. I just put them on the spot. I pull them up on display and I ask them, what did I say that you think was wrong? And what do? They always roach out. 9 out of 10 times they roach out. 1 out of 10 times they call me the N-word and disappear. That's the difference. That's the difference.
I play games to escape reality. I play games to have fun in a fictional fantasy world. I don't want to constantly hear they, them whenever I play a game. I don't want to hear that shit. Especially not in my own language in German, where it doesn't make any sense because that's not how our
Dragon Age
language
of Veilguard.
works. But it's still being forced down our throat. I don't want this shit. And I think the majority of people don't want this shit. But the majority of people is still somehow afraid to say it. Do what you want.
They're not afraid to say it, they're just tired. Everyone will say it if you ask them, but I think people just play the game and move on. And the problem is that with topics like this, you can't afford to be silent because it will only fester. And that's the problem. That's what most people don't understand, that their silence is actually derivative of their gameplay, because eventually it's gonna reach them. Like, nobody want to take a step until it's on their door, right? And that's the problem. And we're kind of here to prevent that. That's why we're speaking about this. But at the end of the day, you really need to reach the silent majority.
Be whatever sexuality you want to be as long as it's legal. I don't care. Just stop shoving it in my face. Especially on like the media feeds and all that. I don't want to see whatever politics every time I go on whatever news source you have, your social medias or whatever, where the news are. I just want to see what stuff about the video game. It's just so frustrating.
Yeah,
And
imagine
again,
having a
most
good
people
story.
feel this way. I think most people just don't want to say it. Again, can we just have good games? That is not slop. That is not sacrificing the art style for whatever modern graphics engine and then not even making it look good because it's blurry, because you're using some weird AI anti-aliasing instead of just making a sharp, really nice sharp game. Have you guys played any old games recently? Like any Crisis enjoyers? Any Silent Hill enjoyers? Hell, have you guys played any N64 games? I know it sounds crazy with the low resolution, but guys, these games used to be sharp. I know it's crazy, but characters used to have actual distinct edges. They didn't blend into the environment. Isn't that crazy? I must sound insane, but isn't that crazy? This is such a crazy rant. I'm sorry, I'm going off top. Thanks for watching the video. I hope Guild Wars 3 will be enjoyable for at least one person. Not for me though. If this is what it looks like, I'm not playing it. I'm not buying it. I'm not supporting it. It sucks that I can't. Fuck it. I won't play it, ever, if it looks like this. I will not support the shit anymore. Neither should you, if you wanted to change it.
And by the way, this is the exact reason why this game would die, and Guild Wars 2 would live on. Because Guild Wars 2 already rides the inertia of being a one successful MMORPG. Guild Wars 3 has none of that. If Guild Wars 3 actually want to reach a new audience, it would fail to do so going this route. So they have to do some serious changes to make sure Guild Wars 3 is actually sustainable long term. That's the difference. I think it's just going to crumble and everyone will play Guild Wars 2. Also not playing Guild Wars 3 like Barba. No, I will play it. I always play a new MMO no matter what my opinion is on it, because I always want to get a hands-on impression. I feel like it would be unfair to do otherwise, right? It's the same way I played retail World of Warcraft. I ended up quitting and wasting my money, but I really wanted to do it because I wanted to see if it would suck like I thought it would, and it has. Even more than I thought. So yeah, I mean, I always put my hands on a video game, an MMORPG whenever I can, even though I know it's going to be bad, because I just want to be fair. And this game, it does not look promising whatsoever.